Good stuff. But let's move on a little bit to our next segment called Burn It or Build It.
Yeah.
This is where we kind of separate some game-changing ideas and the ones that also need to go away. There's a lot of trends, I think, even on your LinkedIn feed, this is dead, that's dead. But let's really, let's figure it out real quick as far as just burning something. We need to get rid of it or build it. And then give me a little bit of a why. So we'll come to the first one, AI conversation intelligence tools. Tools like Gong, not picking on them, but burn it or build it.
No, listen, I'm very much in the build it camp here. I think Gong is a wonderful platform and has brought amazing new insights to lots of companies around how the salesperson is conversing with the buyer and what's happening, what's the dynamic of all of that. So I love those tools. I think, definitely build on that. I think where it's going potentially around the role play thing that you mentioned before is really important to build muscle memory and to make salespeople more effective.
Gotcha. We kind of already touched on this a little bit, but as far as generative AI for outreach and discovery, and let's maybe just focus on discovery, burn it or build it.
I think definitely build it. There's enormous value in being able to speed up that research process that a salesperson does through discovery. I was just yesterday, again, on Perplexity, typing in, what's the most important thing to a CFO who's running an insurance company right now? What are the key metrics that they're measuring? And, within 5 seconds, I've got 5 bullet points that are really important bullet points. Two of them, by the way, are things I've never heard of. So, and I'm about to go and have a meeting with this person, and I can have those 5 things in the back of my mind or written down so that I can reference them. And I sound immediately like I know what this person's, world is. I mean, go back to what the solution selling book many, many years ago, I think it was in the 80s. The 2 things that a buyer is looking for from a salesperson: empathy and authority. How do I very, very quickly these days establish that I understand you? You're my buyer. I understand you. I empathize. So I think, tools like Perplexity and all the other Gen AI tools that can quickly give me information is wonderful. So build it for sure.
Build it. Got it.
On the other hand, quickly, the generative AI in the outreach. So anything that looks like scaled outreach, burn it quickly. I have no time for these email sequences that allow me to send, more and more emails and more connection requests or more and more in-mails to people. I think that's just impersonal, intrusive, and nobody likes it. So burn those things. Brent's got a great way of saying a lot of those tools allow me to do more and more of what matters less and less.
Exactly. And yes, I'm very against those automated tools too. Refuse to use them. I've gotten previews of them, but I'm not a big fan. And every time I get a DM or an email that comes directly from something like that, it's just very frustrating because it takes more of my time to delete those and block them.
We can see it immediately too, can't you? You can tell us. I don't know what it is, but you can tell straight away. Is this a hyper personalized email to me, or is this just a broadcast message from a bot?
Exactly. Either way, I'm deleting it.
Yeah.
Which leads me to my next question, cold outbound. And I guess I'll break this up into 2 ways. Cold outbound emails.
I'll try to be diplomatic, and I'll just say waste of time. I'm a CEO of a small company. I get bombarded with all the usual rubbish that we all get bombarded with. I don't respond to any of them. I just divert them straight into the other folder. So anything that looks like it's cold, anything that looks like it's not relevant, it's not personalized, deleted. The return on any of that stuff, Mark, is so low now. Why would you have a human doing that stuff?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. The next cold one is going to be telephone. A lot of people, I guess these days, new generation, they don't even know what a telephone is. But there's still a camp that believes that cold calls, picking up the phone and dialing somebody, works. Burn it or build it.
Yeah, burn it. I burned it 10 years ago. Haven't answered a cold call in 10 years. Haven't done a cold call in 10 years. I've been a pretty vocal opponent of cold anything, really. because it doesn't take much to warm the cold call. Do a little tiny bit of research. I call it the 2x2. Take 2 minutes, find out two things before you try and send any cold email or make a cold call. So warm the call up before you do it if you have to. But the modern generation, Gen Y, I've got teenage kids, Mark. They're not answering the phone. They're not responding to cold emails. Like it's if it's not completely dead, it's almost dead.
Gotcha. Yes, I agree. Which kind of leads me to my next question, which is for this generation, which is personalized video prospecting. So I'm not going to send a cold call or a cold email, but I'm going to do a short loom. Maybe it's 30 seconds, kind of doing the same thing, but it's short form video. Differentiate yourself as far as all these cold callers and cold emails. Burn it or build it.
Oh, build it for sure. Love it. I do this myself. I use Vidyard. Any target prospect that is really interesting and within my ICP that might be showing intent, a little video introduction, a grabber, something that gets their attention, as you said, differentiates, pure gold.
Nice. Love it. I agree. Build it. Let's do it.
Yeah.